I really enjoyed Mr. Crocket. This was released in 2024. It's directed by Brandon Espy. It's written by Espy and Reid. And we have a cast including Elvis Nolasco as Crocket. And Mr. Crocket is honestly an interesting character. When I read the description for this last year, it sounded really exciting. I was really looking forward to watching it. And then I think I shifted my attention to Christmas films, so I never got around to watching it, and I kind of just forgot to come back to it in the new year. And I can honestly say it was worth the wait. I really thought this was really good fun. Very creepy at times. It has this song about sharing that will stick in your head. Mr. Crocket is a character on a children's VHS, and he comes through the VHS into the children's homes and, well, steals the children and does horrendous things to the parents. But he has kind of good intentions. I don't want to say too much more about it. I might, at the end of this discussion, go into a little bit more detail, which will be a bit of a spoiler. I won't say exactly what happens, but I'll discuss what I perceive to be some of the messages and how they come about, because actually it's not what I expected, and I rather like that quite a lot. I love the concept of a creepy VHS. I don't know why, but I think VHSs are just so much more creepy than DVDs. It works really well. And the character of Mr. Crocket I really liked. I thought the performance was great. I thought he was a very well-written character. The only thing I didn't like about this is some of the lighting. It is not just that I didn't like the lighting, it's that some of it I thought was not very pleasing to look at. Not all of it. At times it was okay, but some of it was not great. But other than that, I honestly can't find any fault with this. All of the performances were very good, and the narrative worked really well. Definitely creepy, not terrifying. So if you're not a big fan of really scary horrors, this one might be okay. Depending, of course, what actually scares you, because there are some really scary horrors that don't make me flinch. Yet I am still scared of the little vampire. That was the first horror film, if you like, that I ever saw when I was about 8. And then I didn't watch horror for another 10 years. And then now it's my favourite genre. So things can change. But either way, it might be really scary if you're really scared of this kind of thing. But in general, I don't think it's particularly terrifying. But it definitely has its moments. And ultimately, I really enjoyed it. And I definitely think it was worth the wait. And I will now tell you why he's kidnapping these children and what the main message is, for me at least. So I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens, but I will give away why he's doing this. The children that he kidnaps are in difficult situations. Their parents are not treating them very well. They're shouting at them. They're saying horrible things to them. So he's taking those children away and punishing the parents in some pretty horrific ways. Now, I don't necessarily agree with taking children away like that. Obviously, it's not how you solve that problem. But he kind of has good intentions in the sense that he wants to take the children away from their potentially abusive or neglectful parents. So, is he a villain? Or is he just going about things the wrong way? I don't have an answer for that. Of course, the message there is don't treat your children like this, otherwise bad things will happen. Mr. Crocket will come out of the VHS and kill you. So I liked it. I thought it was interesting. When I read the description and it said it's about a children's TV presenter coming out of the VHS and kidnapping kids, I thought it's because the kids were being punished for whatever. So it was very different to what I expected. I thought it was a really interesting angle. And ultimately, I really liked it. I thought Mr. Crocket was definitely a pretty decent film.